Hello friends, welcome to my channel Testing Talks Latest. Today I am going to explain how to find second max value from an array. Interviewer will ask questions like find max values for 1 to 2 years experience, but for the higher experience guys, they will ask tougher questions to find the technical skills. So today we'll try to find how to find second max's value with programming. I'm going to create a class for that. I'm creating class find second max. And I'm using a test annotation to run using Selenium, creating public void method second max. Let me define one array. Before that we'll import a test annotation. Defining an array is in this format. We can do two kinds of defining array. One is making int array initialization equal to new int, or we can directly define the values. Here we have to specify the length, so we can specify max number of values we are going to initialize. Otherwise, we can initialize array by adding some values here itself. I'm adding some values. As you see here, second max value is 12. So from programming, we'll try to find by defining max and second max values. And both max and second max I'm defining as initial values as integer min value. This is the minimum value for integer. Defining second max also same minimum value. Now let me find the length of the array using array.length. Let me loop through array. In this method we can find the max value and second max value within O of n time complexity. If you use arrays.sort, it can be O of 2n also, O of n log n for arrays sort and O of n for finding the second max value, and it is efficient to find the max value and second max value since it is went with O of n. And let me loop through the values from 0 to length of array by incrementing values one by one. So we have to find max value. So if max value is less than the value from array, I am going to assign second max value as the max value So that means whatever the value max is having, it will go to second max, and max value will be equal to array of I. So that means max value will be having highest value in the array. Else, if max value is greater, we can check for second max. If second max is less than the value of array, we can assign second max value as array value. So in this case, we are going to find by checking whether max value is lesser than the array value or second max value is less than the array value. So if max value is already greater than, we need not to check, and we'll check that second max value. If it is lesser than, we'll assign that second max value as the next value. Highest value will be max now, and second max is the next max value in the array. In the case max value is already greater than array, then we'll check for second max value. If it is lesser than array value, in that case second max value is the next max value. So in this way we'll check each and every value, and we are going to write max value and second max value. In the way we'll return second max value. In case if array is not having length of 2, that time there will be no second max value. Then we can return some message saying there is no second max value and return the method. So that is one thing we can do. So for that, we already find the length with the length variable. We'll see that if our length is less than 2, we'll write a message using system out println array length less than 2, hence no second max value. And return from the method. So now we'll print second max value, since it has more than 2 values in our array. Let we print second max value with system.println, and let we run our test by adding the test into testng test suite. I'm going to execute the test. Second max value is 2, which is matching. Since 13 is the max value, second max value is the 2. This is how we can solve the program with second max value. Subscribe my channel for the latest interview questions and tutorials. Thank you very much.